Hey everyone, Fairy Godmother here. I have not posted in a very long time, and I know that because my daughter's 2 months old. Um, and she might have been like a week old when I told you guys that, or when I first made a video with her. Point being, I personally started a pickling business. I'm going to be making pickles and selling them. I have 30 people in my group on Facebook already, which is cool, I think. And, yeah, pretty much that's all that's going on. But I wanted to tell you guys what happened at the hospital. So, me and Damien got to the hospital almost late, and we went to the wrong door. Felt like we had way too much stuff. We ended up having like 3 bags. 1 bag for my overnight stuff, 1 bag for his, a pillow for me, and a bag to take stuff home. And then we get to the desk. She's like, "Oh, you're in the wrong area." Blah blah blah. But they wouldn't let me go up to the baby rooms without a wheelchair. Like I had to have a wheelchair to go have a kid, and I'm like, okay, I guess. But I was trying to be stubborn about it. I was trying to be like, I don't need a wheelchair. I'm a tough pregnant girl. Blah blah blah. They put me in a wheelchair anyway. And they bring me up to my room. I get in a gown, blah, blah, blah. And then they explain to me, like, what all's going to go down. And they put an IV in my hand, which really freaking hurt. Because, I don't know, they were students. So, but anyway, we go. They also told me I had a great sense of humor. It was great. And there was a medicine that had to sit on my cervix for 12 hours. And it didn't do anything. It was supposed to open my cervix. It didn't even thin out my cervix. It did nothing except hurt. And so, it's called Cervidil. So if you ever go to have a baby and they offer you Cervidil, say no. Just say no. But anyway, they did the Cervidil. They told me it didn't work. I'm like, great. And so they gave me Pitocin to induce contractions and stuff. And I was having contractions, but they weren't real contractions. And that was fun for a couple hours. My mom got there, and we were all talking, and they came in and they told me I had a couple options that I could go with. And I said, okay. And so the doctor says, we can do another Cervidil. And I said no. I was like, no, anything but that. I would rather go through labor in a whole week of labor than do Cervidil again. And he said, okay, that's fine. Well, we can do the Pitocin for more hours, but chances are you won't go into labor anytime soon. And if you do go into labor, you'll be in labor for a while because the baby's still really high up there. And so I said, okay, fine. So do I have another option? He said, well, you can do a C-section. And I was like, I really don't want to do a C-section. I did not want to do a C-section no matter what. But I thought about it, and I'm like, Cervidil's really going to make pushing out a baby really hard. Labor for 3 days is going to be very exhausting, especially I hadn't eaten that day, and it was already, in the afternoon. And so I told them I cried about it for a really long time, and then my mom and Damien went outside, and I told them that I'd go ahead and do the C-section because I was like, you know what? They'll take their time. It'll be a while, blah, blah, blah. They immediately came in my room and was like, okay, we're ready for you. And I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, wait. I was supposed to have time to process the fact that I was going to get cut open. But it's whatever. They got my stuff ready, and Damien let my mom go in there with me because I was scared. And we go back there. They do my spinal, which actually was not bad at all. I was expecting it to hurt quite a bit, and actually the only thing that really hurt from it was if he went a little too far to the right. I could feel the sharpness in my back. But then I couldn't move my legs, and I started laughing like a crazy person. They brought my mom in, and the doctor came in with that blue sheet, and they put it so I couldn't see. And then, yeah, Chrissy's here. If you couldn't see the bottle. Yeah, look how, ow. But anyway, they put the blue curtain. He asked me if I can feel anything, and I'm like, well, I can feel you touching my stomach. And he's like, cool, because I was pinching you with these, and it's like these big old tweezers, and I'm like, okay, great. What? Okay. So then we go and sorry, she really likes to stand now, and she can't do it on her own. Nah. Nah. So then we go and they do the procedure. And Alice, what are you doing? They do the procedure. They say, okay, prepare for pressure, and I couldn't breathe through that. Alice quit. I couldn't breathe through it. And then they said 15:24. And then I heard her crying, and I was like, oh my God, no way. So she was out. Yeah. And then, they took her out of the room so they could sew me up and everything, which was fun. And then they had to lift me up onto another bed because I couldn't move my bottom half. And, like, trying to move when the bottom half of you can't is, like, really hard. Like, it's really hard to move the rest of your body. But, am I boring you? But, they brought me to my recovery room. They brought me my baby. Like, I did the skin-to-skin contact, and I, met her. It was crazy. And then I threw up. I threw up and filled up, like, 3 of those barf bags. And then, after I was done in the recovery room, you have to stay in there for, like, 2 hours. I, ate. Mom got to hold the baby. Damien got to hold her. Everything else. And then I posted about her on Facebook. And then, we went to the mother-baby unit, and I threw up and filled up 2 more bags. And, it was great in the hospital. I mean, like, I got so much help. I rarely slept, but felt rested. It was really weird. And I had this little one. It was great. And, if you ever go to King's Daughters Hospital in Ashland, Kentucky, and you happen to be having a baby, get Kathleen, because she is the best freaking nurse. Yeah, she is. She's the best nurse. And, what? What, baby? What are you doing? Is that you? She's looking at you guys. She recognizes it. She knows that this is gonna be her whole life from now on. But, but then after we left the hospital, we got home. It was great. What? What are you doing? I'm just seeing her look, and it's really cute. She's waving to you guys. But yeah, we got home. We have her. Alice does amazing with her, and I mean, it's just going great. But I did want to mention something though about King's Daughters. We went there, and I ordered spaghetti for my dinner, and I said, stop, Alice, get up here, come on. But basically, I ordered spaghetti, and the only sides they had was, like, mashed potatoes and then, like, green beans, and I was like, I'll just do mashed potatoes. And they put my mashed potatoes on my spaghetti. Like, the mashed potatoes at the bottom was red from the sauce, and the noodles had mashed potatoes. It was just really gross. But this little one, she's doing great. And then we asked for so many extras and stuff, or I did, that we ended up leaving with, like, 6 bags of like, diapers and wipes and bottles, like the pre-made bottles from the hospital. We had, like, enough of those to last, like, 2 weeks when we got home. They know you're there. They see you. But yeah, this is little Chrissy now. She smiles and she coos, and she's got something in her neck. But she smiles and she coos, and she's beautiful, and I swear to God, I'm getting her really close to laughing. But it seems that she might end up being a redhead. Yeah, you're gonna be a ginger baby. Do you want to look at them up close and personal? What are you doing, beautiful girl? You looking at it? Yeah, this is my baby. But thank you guys, and I'm sorry that I haven't posted a lot. I've honestly been really tired and everything. But here we are, and we'll be back to talk about pickles. And, yeah, I'm hoping the pickle business goes well. But if not, you know, it's fine. It's a base. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a nap. Bye, guys. And thank you guys for sticking around. And I noticed I got more subscribers, so that's cool. But I'll see you guys. And, Alice, do you want to say bye? Bye, guys.